Hello and welcome to another episode of A Friendly Film Take, the Film News Blitz podcast by Film News Blitz with me, Dan Lawrence, and I'm joined for the first time by Arwen Lehmann. So, welcome, Arwen. Hello. How are you?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very hot. I'm very sweaty. So I can't even remember if I just did the intro right, but who knows? It doesn't matter. What are we talking
Yeah.
about today? We're going to be asking you a few film questions, and then we're gonna neatly segue that into our topic of films so bad they're good, um, which
Yes.
I think is a fun topic. A topic you suggested, proactive,
Yes.
first time
Yeah.
on the pod. I like it.
Very
But
daring,
yes,
but
what we're going to
we'll
do?
see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, the only way is up.
Yeah.
Or down, because we're talking about bad films. But anyway, uh, first question for you, because it's the first time on the pod.
Yes. Hmm.
2026, you go into the movies. What's been the movie that you've enjoyed the most so far this year, or your favorite movie?
You know what? There's been actually so many good movies that have come out this year. It's going to be really difficult to nail it down to one. I don't know if you feel the same. Like I very recently watched Obsession, and then very shortly afterward I watched Backrooms, and they were both like amazing. Um, but then I remembered that what also came out this year was The Drama. Um, and I really enjoyed that movie. So I think that'll probably have to be my favorite movie of the year. I think so. And I've watched it twice in both in cinema as well. And I really, really enjoyed it. And it's like one of those movie going experiences where it was so lively. Like the audience members are like actively reacting, like audibly, to every like plot twist that happened, and that made it so much more enjoyable and memorable for me. Like I really enjoyed like hearing the gasps and really like it felt like, you know, like going to the cinema is it can be so amazing when you feel like you're actually there. Like if I don't feel like I'm really part of a mini community watching a movie, I'm like I could have just watched it at home. So like feeling like I'm part of a collective watching a movie, it was so fun. And I didn't really with Obsession Backrooms, I didn't feel that as much. And with the drama, both times that happened, like the gasps and the shock and whatever, and like that was really fun for me. And I think that's just simply that atmosphere made it the better movie for me. So, what about you?
Well, that's a really cool thing you said because I saw the drama. I liked it,
Hmm.
but I was in quite an empty screening, and I think the only person doing the gasping and the like the what the fuck, that was me. So
Okay,
I sort of entertained myself.
okay.
But I would say favorite film of the year so far for me is Project Hail Mary.
You know what? I have to
Um,
watch that. And you know what? Yeah, I shut it down very quickly when I heard it came out. Like I looked at like the poster one time and I was like, this looks stupid, I'm not gonna watch it. But every single person I know that I have seen it has been like, no, this is like the best movie of the year. Like you have to watch it, and I still have to make time to watch it. So yeah, yeah, I was very, I don't know why I was so cynical of it.
you shouldn't be cynical. It's a lovely film. It's full of heart, and it'll make you feel emotional things about a space rock. At least it did for me. I don't know about you, but in the UK, it's now available on Prime. So maybe it is for you as well, Cape Town. Um,
Would you say it's the better Alien movie that came out this year?
what are we comparing? What other Alien movies? Am I being really stupid? I mean,
Disclosure Day.
oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Disclosure Day.
I wouldn't.
See, it was so forgettable. You can't even remember that it came out.
No, it's definitely better than Disclosure Day. Yes, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't necessarily compare them because Disclosure Day is a first contact Earthbound film, whereas Project Hail Mary is very much a more singular uh, film that's in space. Like we're going out and doing the meeting out there rather than on Earth. And it's really Ryan Gosling and Rocky, the space rock alien. It's them two really. holding the movie together. Yes, that's my favorite film of the year so far. Definitely worth watching. You need to get on that. Then okay, so we've done favorite film. Let's go for next question. What film are you most looking forward to seeing next?
Oh, like that is still coming out,
Yes.
or that is out, I just haven't seen it.
Um, either or,
That
either
one.
or.
Or okay. I'm really excited for I Want Your Sex, the new Greg Rocky movie. It just looks so cool, and I'm a huge Greg Rocky fan. I also love Cooper Hoffman. I just think he's such a cool actor. I've really enjoyed every movie that he's been in. Like I think he's genuinely um, like one of the younger actors that I think actually has like a chance of having like longevity in his career. And Charlie XCX is in it, which is really cool. So I'm really excited for that. And probably The Social Reckoning, um, which is like the follow up to The Social Network. And Jeremy Strong is in it, who I really admire. Like he was in Succession. I don't know if you watched Succession.
It's one of those. So I don't do enough TV watching, so it's not one I've watched. I've just seen it in like
Okay.
hundreds of Instagram
No,
clips.
okay. Yeah, but wow, Succession is genuinely like it's like you have to watch it. Like you don't have a choice. It's like it's probably my favorite show of all time. It's like that good, so you have to watch it. Unfortunately, um, and Mikey Madison is in it, and Jamie Allen White. I'm just so excited for that movie as well. Um, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I haven't seen or want to see? Probably, I guess, Project Hail Mary, and oh, probably Invite. I don't know. Have you heard of
Yes,
Invite
that's out.
or
That's
The
out in
Invite?
cinemas at
I
the
can't
moment, isn't
remember.
it? I really want to see that. That looks
Is it
really
out?
intriguing.
Okay. I've heard such great things about it. What about you?
Well, you listed some good ones there. Yeah, the invite I want to see. I Want Your
Yeah.
Sex. When I saw the trailer for that, I thought, oh, this is a film that we don't really see in cinemas that much these days.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
psychosexual drama. So I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
The Odyssey is probably the big low hanging fruit for me.
Oh,
See that
yes.
next,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
and I will probably go see Spider Man. I do like a comic book movie. The June, I mean, it's miles away, but the new June Part 3 trailer for later in the year, I mean, that looks
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
It's shot by
Yeah.
the cinematographer on this one, is
Mm.
the person who did the cinematography for La La Land, which is a film that
Oh,
popped full of
wow.
colour.
Okay.
And I've seen online a lot of people are like
Yeah.
praising the trailer of June Part 3 because it kind of looks like an old Technicolor movie. So looking forward to that. Those are probably my
Yeah.
main ones. Um, yes, but let's neatly segue into our main topic of discussion by first asking you one more question, which is what is the film that like the shittest film you've seen this year so far? Basically, it could be just objectively thought it was bad, or maybe it was just so disappointing, or it could be anywhere on that sort of spectrum of crap.
The yeah, the most disappointing, or just the movie I didn't enjoy that much was probably Send Help.
Okay.
Um, with what's her name? It's I
Rachel
think her name is Rachel
McAdams.
McAdams,
Yeah.
and yes, and
Dylan,
Dylan
Dylan
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
I don't know if you've seen the movie or know
Yeah.
anything about. Have you seen this
I
movie?
have seen this movie. Yeah.
And what did you think about it?
Well, so I was because I'm a horror wuss. I didn't go see it in cinema because I thought, oh, this is going to be too much for me. So I watched it at home,
Okay.
um, and I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
actually enjoyed it. I must say, like I thought it was funny. I quite enjoyed it. Sort of,
Wow. Okay.
it was kind of like I enjoyed the sort of the film asking you how far can we take Rachel McAdams' character before we start to sympathise for the guy who's an objective douchebag. Like I thought it was interesting, like because obviously you're kind of rooting for her
Yeah.
because he's horrible, but then she starts to go really far
Yeah.
with it, and you're like, am I still on her side? So I thought that
Mm.
was interesting.
Yeah.
But why didn't you like
Yeah.
it? Here we go.
Yeah. I just think it. It's not that I wouldn't go so far as say it's a bad movie. It was just fine. Like it was just fine. Like I didn't. It wasn't memorable for me. I completely forgot that I actually watched it until I went back on my letterbox to see the movies that I watched this year, and it was there, and I was like, wait, did I watch this movie? I can't remember. I have like zero recollection of it, and I was like, oh yes, I did watch it. And I think that herein lies, herein lies the biggest problem with the movie, is that like, and I think, and the concept is very fun. Like I thought it was like it was fun at times, but I think it's just like another one of those many movies where like you see it and then the next day you forget about it. At least that was the case for me. Um, I yeah, and I don't think it's like on paper it should be like a great movie, but or at least good. But I I don't know. It just fell a little bit flat for me. I wish if the thing is like because I forget what happens in the movie, I'm falling short of bringing up examples. If I'd watched it yesterday, like I would have been able to tell you, but I watched it quite a while ago, and now I'm like not remembering exactly what the product actually was. But yeah, I don't know if any of that resonates with you or no. Like
No, I'd say that does resonate because I would say for me, maybe one of my least favorite experiences would be The Mandalorian and Grogu,
you
which I
know what,
went to see.
I saw that as well, like last week.
Mm.
Yeah.
And my friend at the end of it leant over to me and said, "That's a film that could have been an email." And I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I feel that
I don't
one. Yeah,
remember." I just thought it
I feel that
was
one.
for a Star Wars film. Star Wars films should feel special. They shouldn't obviously feel like some TV episodes that were then bundled together to make a film at the last minute.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
character
yeah,
progression. Nothing really
yeah,
happens. It's just Mando fighting CG monsters. And I was like, well, this is a waste of time.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that'll be
yeah,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
put that one low. I
I
feel like there's another film I've seen this year that I thought was really bad, but I can't think of one that comes to mind, which is why I think of that one. But I'm
yeah.
sure there must be some other clangers. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Actually, Office
Yeah.
Romance.
Office
This a Netflix
romance.
film with the Ted
Okay,
Lasso actor Brett
okay.
Goldstein, who I do love, and J Lo, who everybody loves. Um,
Oh, I know what you're talking
but I
about.
thought it
Yes,
was
yes,
it's just
yes.
a Netflix movie through and through, and I just didn't jive with it, so I
Yeah,
didn't even finish it.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that'd be for
I think
me.
I don't think I just, as a rule, I just don't watch Netflix movies because I know I'm gonna like it's
Fair
and
play.
especially that one, like the clips that I saw of it, like on TikTok, I was like, I was like, this looks pretty bad.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. Are there any other like do you usually watch Netflix movies? Like
I um I will watch Netflix movies
mm,
mainly. Most of the time, I won't really want to watch this movie that's specifically for Netflix, but if it's on
yeah,
Netflix and I've seen it
yeah,
and I like it, I'll
yeah,
watch it. But
yeah,
or if just to bung some noise on in the background, which I think is kind of what
yeah,
they're for, which is why they're never
yeah.
really that great.
Mm.
Um, but like Knives Out, I guess you could technically say they're Netflix movies. But no, I prefer the cinematic experience is what I prefer. You know, that like a film that's actually designed to have your attention.
Yeah. I have a I have a question. Do you if do you watch movies that you know you won't like?
But I know I won't like.
Yes.
Hmm. No, I don't. I don't think I do. I don't
Same.
think
Yeah.
I don't. If I unless, but it depends. If even my wife wants to watch a film that I think is going to be shit, but she really wants to watch it and put
Yeah.
it on in the lounge, I suppose I'm watching it
Mm.
as well. And then I've just got to be
Yeah.
really quiet so as not to annoy her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I would if I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to watch a film that I think is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to I need to
Yeah.
put myself in a you know I need to spend my time wisely. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to watch a film that I think is intentionally going to be
Yeah.
well. I'm not going to. If I think it's going to be bad to the point I'm not going to enjoy it, but if it's bad, but I think I'm going to enjoy it, it's like so funny.
Yes.
It's like so bad it's funny, or so bad it's a
Yeah.
riot, and I can get something
Yeah.
out of it. Then I will
Yeah.
watch it,
Yeah. That's
which
good.
I think is kind of the crux of our discussion and what you wanted to talk about, those type of films.
Yes.
So lay
Yes.
it on me, this theory you have about bad
Okay.
films.
So I want to make the case for why we need more bad movies. And I want to make clear the distinction between what I think are bad movies and passable movies. So I think we brought up quite a good example of this, like what what we know to be like Netflix, like like Netflix produced movies, like very like, or in my opinion, what Send Help was like, movies are that don't really leave like a lasting impression on you, whether it's really good or really bad, but are just fine. And I kind of thought about this topic the other day when I watched a movie called Hoodwinked. I don't know if you've seen such heard of this movie.
Oh, the animated movie.
Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I have. I have this movie on DVD from my childhood. I was not
Me
expecting this to come up in
too.
discussion.
Yes. I
Okay.
rewatched it the other day and I was blown away by how amazingly it held up. Like it's still so funny. I mean the animation is
Cool.
objectively horrible. Like it's terrible. Like, it's nowhere
Borderline
near
terrifying,
Pixar.
actually.
It Yeah, I don't think you should be. I don't know why it was targeted towards kids, but anyways, but it's like many would say like this is a bad movie. It's the
Mhm.
animation's terrible. The storyline kind of really does make sense, but it's such a good time. Like I
Yeah.
have rewatched that movie so many times. I've like it's such a quotable movie. Like the jokes in this movie are genuinely some of the best. Like it's really funny. Like, and even though it's so bad, I can't stop watching it.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and I would say this movie falls into the bracket of what you mentioned earlier, like the so bad it's good. And I think the difference between a bad movie and a passable movie is its ambition. The
Mm.
I think passable movies, they kind of set out to make a mediocre movie and then that's what they make. Whereas with bad movies, you can see the ambition is there. Like they want to make something really special, they want to make something really good, but they fail miserably. And
Okay. Yes.
it's that gap that is so entertaining to watch. Like I can't stop watching movies like that, you know what I'm saying? And like with Hoodwinked specifically, it was kind of the ambition was that it was a completely independent movie that was made on like a shoestring budget by like these two guys that wanted to make this movie, and that itself was very ambitious because I think it's like one of the first like independent animation movies that came out. I might be wrong, but I think that's the case. And
Yeah.
I think the fact that they want to do it completely from scratch, like completely self-funded, you know, with no help from other like studios, like it's a complete passion project. Like they don't have the resources. They make a movie knowing that it's probably going to be bad because they don't have the correct
Yeah.
resource for it. And what comes out the end of it is like this movie that I will be talking about for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's genuinely one of the greats. Like it's like I can't. This like, it's and like the fact that they have like Anne Hathaway and Glenn Close in the movie, it it makes no sense. It actually makes no sense how that movie was made in the first place, but I love it. And if you think about it deeply, I think bad movies are like they're like a form of like artistic subversion because they don't I don't think they have such a singular kind of vision for what it wants to be. It has like such a identity that can't be replicated. Whereas I think possible movies are way more about they try to emulate, and then that's where they fall short. Um, and yeah, I think what's another like bad movie? I also love The Cat in the Hat. I don't know if you've seen that movie as
Okay.
well. I love that movie.
You're talking about
It's
like the
bad.
live action one where it's like, isn't it Mike
Yes,
Myers is in the suit?
yes, 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 yes.
I don't think I've ever
Also,
watched that. I think I may have been too. I think that came out and I was too old for that sort of thing at that point. And I
I
didn't really
see.
like Grinch, or I well, not that I
Oh, I
didn't
see.
like the Grinch. I just thought everybody looked weird, and I didn't really jive with it.
Yeah,
So I think when the Cat in the Hat came out and kind of gave me similar vibe, I was like, nah,
yeah.
not for me,
But
not for
no,
me.
and I fully
But
get
I
that. That
totally get what you're saying
movie,
about like these movies.
yes, I love that movie. It doesn't even feel like a movie that was supposed to be for kids, as I think Hoodwinked kind of falls in the same category. I don't really think either of those movies were for kids because I watch it now and I laugh and I love rewatching those movies. Um, but yeah, I was wondering if you agree with me at all. Do you think this is a ridiculous take, or do you have movies that you also love watching even though you know they're bad?
No, I do. I think it is a good take. I would say I've done this. I mean, a classic example would be The Room,
Yes,
the
I've also seen this movie.
result.
Yes.
Like, I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, I've done that.
That
That's
has
a
to
lot
be
of
the
fun.
worst, best movie of all time.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
I think it's up there. Crank 2. I think it's called Crank 2 High Voltage
Oh
is
well.
another one that I would put pretty high up there. Is like that
Mm,
is a terrible movie that I think was made for about 10 pence. It's got Jason, but
wow.
it's got Jason Statham in it, so he's kind of lovable. And
Mm,
I kind of love how ridiculous a lot of his films are. Like The
yeah.
Beekeeper is a terrible movie, but he makes it
That's
insanely
yes.
watchable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all his sort of like you've got The Working Man.
Mm.
He seems to do a lot of the mechanic, the transporter. He's got a great
It's just
CV, and so I was those are great. Um,
yeah.
I did. I missed the first one, but I went to see the second two 50 Shades films in the cinema because they are
Wow.
terrible. Like we went
Wow.
with a group of
But
friends,
yeah.
and it was so funny. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're not good movies.
Yeah.
But what I think is
Yeah.
quite funny is that the author of the books thinks that it's some amazing piece of art when it's just
Yeah.
total fan fiction trash.
Yeah.
Um, and then I guess my other one would be the Fast and Furious franchise, which
Yeah.
with each installment becomes more and more ridiculous. But
Yes.
it's become this amazing memeified, and the fact that Vin
Mm.
Diesel thinks he's making these like Oscar-worthy movies, and I don't
Mm.
know whether
Yeah.
he knows that the audiences think it's all kind of a big joke, or he's
No, I
so
think
in
it's
on the
blind
joke.
delusion. Yeah.
Like so it's either delusion from him, or
Yeah.
he knows that if he keeps going down this, I'm making amazing movies, but everybody thinks they're hilarious, and everybody thinks it's hilarious that I think this. That's kind of where I'm like, is he
Yes.
that meta with it? But I
Yeah.
think those films are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
But
I
that's the
absolutely
thing.
love going to see them.
That is the thing. Like his ambition, like him wanting to give the best, like
Oh yeah,
Oscar-winning performance, but then failing miserably. That is what makes it so like beautiful to watch. Like it's so
while
camp.
constantly wearing a
Like
vest.
literally, like it's like these movies are so camp because it's almost like they're impersonating what a movie should be, but then it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost
Yeah.
like uh it's like this is like I don't know if you've read Notes on Camp by Susan Sontag.
No, you're hitting me with literature now. So
We
okay, fair play.
I had to read this for a film class when I was doing my undergrad, and it's still so relevant, like especially in this conversation. You know, it's like about the exaggerated, like she like talks about like exaggerated performances and tackiness and vulgarity, all of these things like that um, are elemental to bad movies that make them so charming. Um, and yeah, like I'm trying to think of like possible movies or movies that I was kind of disappointed in that I I think there's so many to choose from, and I think that's what is so heartbreaking. Like, I can, like, I, what makes it so, what makes it so heartbreaking for me, like going to a cinema, I can identify like 10 movies that I know are going to be fine or at the least boring, but I'm not going to have a good time. You know, like, I'd rather have like an offensively bad movie in the mix that I know is going to be a lot so much more entertaining. And I think again that idea of like, I know like the cinema going experience would be so much more lively because I feel like everyone, if there's a bad movie at the cinema, everyone would be going with their friends, whatever, and they'll go to watch it like 2, 3 times together. It's just, and like bond about
Yeah,
how bad it is. So, you know, it's
I'll
like,
give you I'll give you two good examples. So
yes.
last year I went to see Jurassic World Rebirth,
Oh my
and
lord.
it was
Okay.
insanely boring. It
Yes.
was just boring. It was like I don't know how they made. Well, I mean, the most ironic thing is I think in the film they set up like dinosaurs roamed the earth freely for the past five
Yeah.
years, but now everybody's lost interest. And I was like, well, that's funny because I'm losing interest whilst watching. That
Very
really annoyed
meta.
me. It's like
Yeah.
Jurassic. I mean, Jurassic Park is obviously one of the best films ever in terms of,
Mm,
yeah, one of the best films ever. And
mm,
to take that franchise to a place where you're just like not even interested, that
yeah.
sucks. Like you've wasted
Yeah.
my time. But
Mm,
conversely, if I think about a film like San Andreas with The Rock, I remember to go see that with
yeah.
my dad, and we were
Yeah.
laughing the whole time. We thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious. I mean, like
Yeah.
he's going up, he's like in this inflatable, he's like in a rib powerboat, which has
Yes.
famously got an inflatable exterior, and
Yeah.
he's going through all this debris, and we're like, well, he's not got one puncher. This is hilarious. And then it ends with him looking out the bridge, the destroyed San Francisco. There's an American flag. The wife is like,
It's yeah.
what are we going to do? And he goes, we rebuild. And then it ends. And I'm like, that's amazing. Do more of that. That's
It's so
beautiful
camp.
trash.
No, literally,
Um, yeah,
exactly.
a lot of, I mean, Dwayne
Yeah.
Johnson, man of the people. A lot of his films fall
Mm.
into this category. But then
And
he
as
does. He is
so does
guilty.
Kevin Hart. I feel like he every time I see him, it's in like a ridiculously bad movie.
I would say I do think Kevin Hart sometimes falls into the trap of just doing really basic genre movies
Like
that just
derivative.
pass
Yeah.
you like a breeze.
Yeah.
Um, I think streaming's a problem for the passable thing because they know that you're not really paying attention. Um, that you just need something familiar, so it's all the beats you recognize. It's not going to do anything new. And then I guess franchise IP in cinemas is another problem. Like we've had how many Marvel movies, so now any comic book movie needs to be insanely good to sort of register. I think if it's just decent and it's just not worth it, um, would be another one. And then you've just got a lot. So when things like Obsession and Backrooms come out, they feel and the drama they're so unique that you're like, this is great. Um, but yeah, I agree. I do love trashy movies where you can have a laugh about them, which I think for me, like if I come back to Star Wars, like as a kid, I loved the prequels. But you grow up, and then you're like, oh, these aren't great movies. But then you reach a stage where you like Revenge of the Sith is just memes. It's just memes. So it's a good meme watch. Um, if that's a thing, I think it's a thing. That could be a thing. So yeah, I think yeah, we need great movies, we need good movies, and we need terrible movies, but we don't need anything else.
Is we don't we can be done with the possible boring movies. Like, I'm seriously, like, I'm over it. Like, I and it's like and like the thing is, like, with The Room and with Hoodwinked, actually, they both they were very like, they were box office hits. Like, and I think with The Room, I think it's still being shown in theaters today, like around the world. Like, it's making so much money. And Hoodwinked, I think they had like a few $1 million in their budget, and I think it grossed $100 million. Like every single, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the you think you think that it's going to absolutely fail at the box office, but it never does because people want to see bad movies and have a great time at the cinema. Like, is that too much to ask?
I don't think so. I think that
Yeah.
is actually a beautiful place to end.
Yes.
Before we go, I think
Yes.
we'll do this on the topic. What recommendations do you have? And let's do it on the topic of these bad movies. I mean, you've mentioned
Whoa.
Hoodwinked, you've mentioned a couple of other films, but if you had to recommend a bad movie that's like a laugh to watch on your own or with friends, what film are you going to go for?
Wow, that's a huge task. I mean, Hoodwinked is really that good. And I think I can never get sick of watching that movie. And I think if you haven't seen it, you have to. Like, it's one of the greats. It's one of the greats of the bad movies. I'm trying to think. Wow, that's actually a tough question. I'm trying to think. What else have I seen that's been really bad? Can you think of any that I'm like missing?
Yeah, I mean, you could go with, I guess, Skyscraper, another Dwayne Johnson one, which I think is quite funny.
Oh, there's the. Okay, but you have to help me with the title because I can't remember it. It's the movie where I'm pretty sure it's a Netflix movie as well. It's a French movie where there's sharks in the Seine.
Oh wow, okay,
Do you
so
know
like a
what I'm talking
Sharknado sort of
about?
vibe. I don't know
It's
what
a
you're talking about, but
French
this sounds
it's a
great.
French shark movie with like CGI
Okay,
sharks in the Seine.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
Oh, I
Google
feel terrible. I
this.
can't remember. I can't remember the name.
It's called Under Paris. Is that the
Yes, you
film?
have to watch that. Yes, that one.
It looks,
It's
it looks quite
so
awful.
dumb.
It's got
You have to watch it.
63% on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe
That
because it
can't be
falls
right.
into your category of people.
Yes,
Enough people
yes,
loved it so
yes,
much because it was so
yes,
naff.
yes. Yeah, exactly. Um, have you not seen this? Do you know? Have you not heard of this movie?
I have not, but it's on Netflix, so
Is it on your?
it
Then
could
is it on
be.
your watch list though? But it's on your watch list.
Well, it might be now.
Yeah.
Another one
Spread
came into
spread the
my head
word.
whilst you were
Yeah.
talking. Would probably
Yeah.
be Sausage Party.
Oh wow, that's a throwback. Oh my word,
Like
I
that's a
forgot
pretty
about that
wild
one.
movie. But I mean, I would say
Wow,
it's
I remember
probably
that one.
terrible. But
Yeah.
that's a film you'll remember.
Wow, that is such a
Yeah.
callback. Wow, that is a really yeah. Like I'm already seeing like the images in my head.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, jeez. I would actually
Okay.
rather forget. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the
but
right place to end. Everybody watch Hoodwinked.
hoodwinked
There we
under
go.
Paris. And if you're feeling crazy, sausage party. There
Yeah,
you go.
cool. Well, there we go.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Owen, well, thank you very much for joining me for the first time
Thank
on
you
a
so
Friendly
much for
Film
having
Take.
me.
All right, no, it's
Yes.
been a pleasure. And
Yeah.
viewers, watchers, thank you for joining us. Do the likes and the comments and all that jazz, the subscribes, and we'll see you next time. And I'll do a clap.